Hello and welcome. My name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this Physical Geography and the Environment 101 Lab, number 29875, that runs from August 20th at 5 p.m. through December 9th at 11:59 p.m. 2023 in this fall 2023 16-week semester format at Santa Ana College, this fully online class. Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari. They also suggest that you clear your cache to ensure fluidity in the functioning of your system. YouTube has all kinds of videos to show you how to do that. The phone number for Canvas, which I would strongly suggest you input to your phone, is 844-612-7428. They are available to you for free 24/7. I have found them to be exceptionally helpful. I'm going to tell you a little story really quickly, which is this. I work out at my local YMCA, and one of the gentlemen that I work out with is a man named Gabriel. His name is Gabe, or that's what he goes by. His actual name is Gabriel. And he's a Vietnam veteran, so he's a bit older than me. But when he first found out that I was a geography instructor at Santa Ana College, he said to me, "I never knew how important geography was until I got to Vietnam." And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because in a war, you have to understand coordinates and latitude and longitude. You have to be able to read maps. You have to understand topography. You need to understand meteorology and climatology, all of these things. So what I'm telling you is that geography is really a cross-disciplinary subject, and you will probably notice that as we go along throughout this semester. So I'm going to show you how to get onto the class and some things about it to get you rolling right away. First thing you do is you type in sac.edu, sac.edu, and this page or a very similar page is going to show up. When it does, come over here and click on Canvas. And when you see this bronze banner that says Login to Canvas, you click on that. It will allow you to input your information. And once you do that, this will show up. Well, not this. This is mine, but this is called your Canvas dashboard. It looks similar to mine, but will not be exactly the same as mine. If you scroll down, you'll find your class. There it is, 29875. If you click on that, it will show up here, and this is what is known as your Canvas homepage. It says Start Here, good place to start. Click on that. I would personally read through all of this and make sure you understand what it says. I'm going to backspace over here. You can see that right down below that is Welcome to Physical Geography, the Environment 101 Lab. Yes, this is similar to Start Here. The school builds in multiple redundancies to the course whatever they call them, shells. So look, I'm stuttering a little bit because I'm just going to do this on the fly. If you watch the videos, and I hope you do because you're going to need to be able to get through the class, the lecture videos, they're all professionally captioned, or else I caption them myself, so they're done really, really well, probably like 99% accurate. This is a little bit messier because I'm not going to go through and clean it up, but it is also done professionally. So you can read while you watch if you want to, and that's what I would actually suggest you do. So come over here to the syllabus and click on the syllabus. The syllabus page is going to open up. The syllabus will open automatically for you. There you go. You need to read through the syllabus, but notice a couple of things here, that deadlines matter. When something closes, it's closed. Like, for example, the first two assignments from Module 1, which are due by 11:59 p.m. on August 26th, Saturday, August 26th, if you do not complete those by 11:59 p.m. on August 26th, I'm required by both the college and the state to drop you. They are the syllabus quiz and the introduction lab quiz. If you don't like that, I would tell you or suggest to you that you speak to your elected representatives of the college, because I can't do anything about it. I'm required to drop you if you don't get those things completed. So it doesn't have anything to do with me. But that's what the school and the state requires me to do. So I have to drop you as a no-show if you don't get that done. There's a no-show statement right there. Disclaimer, I reserve the right to modify this course syllabus if needed. You know, we just came out of a pandemic, so anything could happen. Here's the way you contact me. The best way is just to message me through Canvas, which you just click on inbox over here and do that. Or you can email me at my Santa Ana College email. I'm not going to be in my office, D203, very frequently this semester, but if we need to meet at the school, we can do that, or we can meet virtually through what's called Big Blue Button, which is a version of Zoom. Okay? Course name, description format. Obviously, you want to pay attention to this stuff because there is a syllabus quiz, so you need to read the syllabus and understand what's in it. Textbook, there is no textbook for this class. Everything is self-contained in the modules. Course placement and transferability. I assume that everybody is taking this class to graduate and to move on to the next part of your life. So make sure that you understand that part of it, what it's doing for you. DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please get the documentation to me as quickly as possible so that I can accommodate you appropriately. Notice here's the phone number and all the other information about DSPS at Santa Ana College. Student learning outcomes, course objectives, course topics, attendance, course grading, 14-point syllabus quiz. Lab quiz is worth varying points in each module, except for Module 8, Module 16, and then a 100-point midterm exam, which is in Module 8, and a 100-point final exam, which is in Module 16. Notice the grading scale is a straight scale. The grading scale is a straight scale. Sorry, I told you I'm just running this straight. And then these bullet points here, no exams will be dropped, no lab quiz will be dropped, syllabus quiz will not be dropped. There are no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment. A 0 will be assigned for any and all quizzes and exams that are not completed. And once a graded assignment closes, I cannot reopen it for you. This is the schedule for our semester. Canvas course site, technical support, required technology. You need to have, obviously, a good working technology and equipment and internet. If you don't have that, it's probably not the time to be taking this class. Notice assignments in Canvas and important dates, miscellaneous, and then Title IX. If you scroll down, here's some more information. Instructor contact. There I am at the Taj Mahal emailing me. Please read this thing about emailing me before you ever send an email to me. Something about me, and so on. Okay, let's come back over here to the home page just so we see it again. Very good. Now I'm going to go to modules and click on modules. I would strongly suggest that what you do is you go through the course information module that says start here, that is built in by the school. You can see the syllabus is in there, which is redundancy. So you just click on each one of these things and they'll open up, like for example, instructor contact. And, you know, we already went through how to contact me, but there you go. This is there. It's a redundancy. Communication plan, course policies, Canvas course tour, etiquette rules, and so on. Let's come down over here, more information about how to do Canvas, and then module 1. So notice this, all graded assignments. So for example, the syllabus quiz and the introductory lab quiz, and then in module 2, the lab 1 quiz and so on. These are indented one spot, one space. Okay. So all the graded things are indented one space. All right. So that's quizzes, exams. And I also want you to notice this. I would do this when I run through each one of these. If it was me and I was a student, I'd click on the module 1 introduction. I would read through it. I would watch the video. And then I would begin. Now you can get to the next part of this by clicking on next, or you can just come back over here is what I'm going to do. Backspace, and then it says introductory lab. Click on the introductory lab. It also is going to open, just like the syllabus did, completely for you. So what you want to do is go through this and complete it. Fill these in whatever capacity you want to fill them in. And then once you have done that, okay, you go through all of this. You need to watch a video to do this last part. Once you do that and you're thoroughly done with this, then what you can do is you can take the quiz. But in most of these labs, there's going to be lecture videos, like for example, this one. Okay, so you watch this, it explains the pH scale. Click back over here. Introduction, exercise 2, water experiment. That was that thing I said you're going to have to watch the video. There I am going through the water experiment for you. And you fill in the blanks based on what you see happening in that. Okay. And then come down here, introductory lab quiz. Please read all the instructions and notice that, you know, it's going to be open from 5 p.m. on August 20th through 11:59 p.m. on August 26th. Read the instructions and then you take the quiz after you have completed the lab. You don't turn the lab into me, that lab document. That's so that you can take the quiz. Most of the quiz questions throughout the entire semester are derived directly from the lab questions. Some of them may not be exact, but most of them are pretty darn close, okay? So that's what you do. And then you move on the following week to Module 2. So you need to make sure that you complete the syllabus quiz and then the introductory lab quiz the first week. If you don't do that, again, I have to drop you. So in Module 2, you can do the same thing. You click on the introduction, you know, then you click on this, the Lab 1 geographic grid, and you can see the document's going to open up for you. And you just, you know, read through it and you complete it. There you go. That's it. Okay? That's the way we run the class. And then after you go through that, these videos here that are attached to Module 2, subdividing degrees, geographic grid, Part 1, latitude, and so on, these are designed to help you get through that lab document. And then at the end, you take the lab quiz. Now, occasionally there's going to be things like great circle demonstration, latitude, meridians, map distortion demonstration. Sometimes there's things called more about. The more abouts, you don't have to watch those. They're just to help you understand these things, like the analemma, for example, in more detail with somebody besides me doing the speaking. Okay? All right. So let me tell you this. Do you want an extra 5 points on your midterm exam? Go ahead, tell me if you do. I'm listening. Okay, I thought you would say that. So here's what you do to get them. All you have to do is email me or message me through Canvas with the name of the guy from the beginning of this video that I spoke about from the YMCA. Okay, that guy. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to put the name of the class, which is Geography 101 Lab, number 29875, and his name in the subject box of the Canvas message or the email. And then your name in the body of the email. And if you do that, I will give you 5 extra points on your midterm exam. But it must reach me by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, August 26th in order to receive those points. If it comes any later than that, it's out. And just so you know that email that I sent you that this video is attached to? If you read carefully through that, there's actually one of those extra credit things in there too. And in fact, throughout the semester, I am going to pepper the semester with things like that. So if you're paying attention, you're reading my emails thoroughly, and you're watching the lectures and reading the module introductions and watching them, you will actually find out that there are sprinkled throughout these kind of free extra credit opportunities that can help pad your grade. Now, if you're not watching this video and you're not paying attention to this and you didn't read the email, you won't know this, but you will probably email me at the end of the semester and say, is there any extra credit? To which I will say, yeah, there were, 6, 7, 8, however many opportunities for 5 points each that could have padded your grade, but you were not paying attention to those. So just by paying attention, I'm trying to help you get through the class because we're in this together. I want to facilitate your success. All right, let's have a great semester. Good luck, and let's do it.